We are here with Tyler and his
F-Type R Jaguar.
Yes. You know, it's funny. These did come in a manual.
Yeah.
A couple of years, like during the first, like I think 2 years they made it or something like that.
Yeah.
And they stopped making them because they didn't really sell well, which is unfortunate. This with a manual would be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. When I'm driving for fun, I use the paddle shifters, but if I'm just cruising, I just leave it in sport mode.
I would love to. Like when you leave it in sport, it opens up the valves, right? And then
yeah. Well, you can drive it in sport. The sport mode makes the suspension tighter.
Right.
It makes the steering much more. Like if I barely turn the wheel, like we're gonna get a lot of movement. And then I think that's all it is. Suspension, steering. Yeah.
Man, I love the fact that it has a supercharged V8.
Oh yeah.
Also 550 horsepower and 502 torque. It's really torquey.
Yeah, a little bit.
Those pops would sell me instantly, man.
Oh yeah, that's one of the huge draws that we had to the car was like just the exhaust on it. And it's stock, so.
Right.
My wife actually picked the car out.
Wow, she's got great taste.
Oh yeah. She wanted the Jaguar F-Type, so then we were looking at them and we looked at a couple just standard, like not the R's or the SR's, just a standard one, the one with 2 exhausts.
Oh, the V6?
Yeah, and they still sound good. They're still good.
Yeah, they're really good.
That's what I was planning on getting, and then she found this one, which is the R with the ceramic brakes in Tampa. So we drove down there, and we didn't make it back home. We bought it that day.
And listen, I'm so happy she pointed that out because this is way. First of all, it's a lot faster and it's a lot more fun than a V6.
Oh yeah, like especially with the ceramic brakes. Like it's not only more fun, but it's also way safer because I can stop faster than anyone on the road.
Yeah, of course.
And I can accelerate faster to get out of bad situations.
It has a little bit more wind noise than I thought for like a Jag.
There should not be wind noise. That is a part that needs to be fixed. That is actually not stock. That's a damaged part that needs to be fixed.
I guess that's Jaguar build.
Yep.
But nobody buys this for that.
Yeah.
They buy it for. What does this have that like a base model wouldn't have?
The base model, for the interior, it's almost unchanged. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have the carbon center console, all this stuff. That's all optioned out. The little R logo because it's special.
So you've got the carbon fiber and you've got the, I think you said carbon ceramics.
Yeah, it has the carbon ceramic brakes, and that's the reason we drove to Tampa because there was F-Type R's in Orlando, like pretty rate. Like there's quite a few for sale pretty often, but the carbon ceramic brakes are actually pretty rare. And then the color of the cars, basically that's what sold us on this car was the exhaust, the ceramic brakes, and then just the color and how it looks. Because I like it. I think it looks like a James Bond villain car. Like it just has a very mean look to it. I like it.
It's like stealthy, but if you know what it is, you know what it is.
Yeah.
And then if you don't know what it is, you hear it fly by, and then you know what it is.
Yeah.
First supercar on the channel, by the way, so I just want to say thank you for like having me out here.
Anytime, it's fun.
So what made you pick up so why were you looking for an F-Type in the first place? Like what did you have before this?
Before this we drove an Alfa Romeo Giulia.
Oh, okay.
And I liked it. It didn't sound like a car. For me, exhaust is a really big selling point. I like how a car sounds. And the Giulia just wasn't doing it for us. We had it for about a year, and it's a great car. I enjoyed it. It's fun to drive, but we decided we wanted to get something a little more fun, and that only had 2 seats. 4 seats was 2 seats too many.
Well, I mean, the storage in here is it's pretty much nothing.
Well, you got some coat racks behind the seats. There's little coat racks you can hang your suit, and then there's that little cubby.
This is a James Bond car, man. You got a coat rack for your suit back there, so you can hop out in a suit with some silenced pistols, go do your job and come back. A little bloody, just hang it back there, no problem.
Going, like, speaking of going and doing your job and then coming back, like, I daily drive this. I use it because it's a car. It's meant to be driven. I don't like to just sit it in a garage or something, but I use this to go to production shoots. The trunk is actually huge. I can fit a full backpack of equipment. I can fit a huge lighting kit, which is like 5 feet long. Drones, awesome. Like, I can fit a ton of stuff in there. My wife and I went on vacation. We took this and we drove out to Sarasota, and we fit 2 full-size suitcases back there and a backpack.
Yeah. How many miles did you get the car at, and how many have you put on it so far?
We got it at just under 20,000. It was right around 19,900 and something when we got it, and we have put 5,669 miles on it so far.
And when did you get it?
I believe we got it in, I want to say it was either January or February.
Oh, so, okay. Of this year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it's like fairly new.
Yeah. We just got like, it's brand new for us. Like, it still feels like every time I get in it and drive it, it's like I'm hopping in for the first time.
Oh my God.
See, even when you're already at speed, if you hit, because I don't hit the throttle often because I like to obey the rules of the road.
Yeah.
But it's fun to drive. When I hit the gas, and like even at 80, you can still feel it just go. Like, it just wants to go fast. I really want to take this to the track and drive it, but like I said, I'm very safe with what I do, and I don't know I don't know what the car's capable of. I don't know what I need to keep certain speeds at for different degree turns. I don't know any of that. So like, I would want to have someone teach me what to do before I do it. That way,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, because I would love to take this out and track it, but when I did, I know I'd be holding everyone behind me up. Like, I'd be slow because I would be scared to do what the car's capable of doing because I don't know what I'm doing. For track mode, it has a stopwatch and a G-forces sensor.
That is so cool. Wow. So this is kind of I was thinking this would be more of like a grand touring car, but honestly,
no,
it's really good for what you'd think it'd be good for. Like, you can kind of hear the whine from the supercharger. That's awesome. I didn't think you could hear that. That's not as apparent as it is in like a Hellcat, but it's there.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't get over the exhaust.
I know, I love the exhaust in this car. So behind me, let's see what the brakes are like.
Holy shit.
Yeah, pretty good. And I only put them about halfway down. I could take them a lot farther.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah, like, say, since I'm cruising on the freeway and I have it in sport mode, it wants to keep the RPMs around 3,000. But if I just drop it a little bit and then let off the gas, that's when you get those pops.
Dude. Oh my God. It sounds so good.
Yeah, like this car, it pops. When you have it in sport mode, it does the pops on its own, but not very often. To get those like long rolls where it just keeps going and going, you have to actually try and do that. You basically have to downshift and put it right around 5,000 to 6,000 RPMs, and then you just feather the gas, and then it just keeps going and going.
Oh man. So this little thing has G-forces,
acceleration and brakes.
Oh wow. That's so cool. And then it has a stopwatch.
Yep. So it's for tracking, so you can see
that's so cool.
what all you're doing.
Oh man, my biggest fear with having something this fast as a daily driver is definitely tickets.
I've never had a single ticket in my life.
Wow. All right. Not even like a
parking ticket, not a stop sign.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
Wow.
That's why our insurance on this is so low. Neither my wife or I have ever had a single speeding infraction of any kind.
What are some of the things that are like most favorite to you about the car so far during your ownership?
Number one would probably have to be exhaust, just because, I mean, it's a stock exhaust, and I can't think of any cars that I like more that aren't over like $300,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. This exhaust sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, like my favorite exhaust on cars is that high-pitched V12 that you get.
Yep.
I love that exhaust.
So like an Aventador, Ferrari F12, all those things.
I love that exhaust, but I love this exhaust too. Like a V8, a supercharged V8, it just sounds good.
This is probably like a stock factory exhaust. This is definitely like top 2 or 3 V8 factory exhausts.
I think the only other exhaust that for a V8 factory exhaust that I really like is the Mustangs.
A Shelby?
Yeah, I really like the Shelby, and then is it the GT350?
Yeah, that's it, the Shelby GT350.
Yeah, I really like how that sounds. There's only one thing I dislike, and that's the Bluetooth.
Okay. Really? That's it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I dislike. I don't like the Bluetooth because it is awful. It will disconnect for no reason.
Okay.
My wife and I both pair our phones to it, so instead of just picking one and using it, it'll connect to one, and then even if the other has no music playing, no calls or nothing, it'll just randomly disconnect and connect to the other one, and it just does a lot of goofy stuff that you wouldn't expect from a car like this.
Of this caliber.
I feel like for a car like this, a working Bluetooth should be easy.
I mean,
stay in your lane, buddy.
I know, man. The big trucks always make me nervous. Oh, this thing handles really well.
Yep. See, and that's,
dude, the
that's why
carbon
the
ceramics are awesome.
You think they would have a sign letting you know that lane was closing? Jesus.
I know, right? Dude, that was great. Oh
Yeah.
my! See, now if you didn't have carbon ceramics,
No, if we didn't have carbon ceramics, I would have had to hit a cone. I'm
that
pretty
would've been
happy we had
dangerous.
the carbon ceramics right about there, because that's the first time I've ever really needed them.
oh man, that was perfect. I can't believe we got that on camera. And it's got like the little sensing for the blind spot warnings.
Yep.
That's cool.
Man, that was brutal.
Yeah, I mean, were you even fully into the brakes there or no?
No.
Dude, I would never get tired of those pops.
Oh, no.
The exhaust, ever.
It's so much fun. Like, this car never gets old to drive. Like, even just like getting in the car to go run to McDonald's or something. Like, no matter where you're going, it's gonna be fun.
The first time I ever seen one of these, it flew past me on a commercial road with nobody around. So all I heard was just coming from zero. He just floored it, and then he let off, and it crackled so much. And I was like, oh my god, what is that?
Yeah.
I looked it up. I was like, SVR. That's what I want to put on the channel one day.
I love the SVR. The two easiest ways to tell the SVR is, one, the SVR has a fixed wing. This wing is, let me get up to 70. And 70, and look behind you. Or maybe it's 75. Yep, see?
Oh, the wing comes up?
The little tiny dinky wing just pops up. The SVR has a fixed wing.
Yeah, I think the wing looks great.
Yeah.
And what's the other thing to identify
The other
it?
thing is that the front has air intake inlets for more downforce. Jaguar nailed it with these, other than the Bluetooth. I'll forever be salty about, like, a lot of people, I've seen people like on the forum and stuff, they'll buy these and then they'll put in aftermarket Bluetooth because it's that bad.
Yeah, I would definitely be scared buying one of these like out of warranty.
Oh yeah, well, especially if your mirror costs $2,000, like,
yeah,
imagine how much if something actually wrong breaks.
How long have you been in Florida?
This will be 2.5 years.
Oh wow. So you moved here from Cali?
Yep, my wife and I were here on vacation, and then I looked at her and said, hey, do you want to go home? And she said, no, not really, so we stayed. And that was that.
That's cool.
Running the production company is the first time I've ever had a job where I had to actually go, like, was forced to leave the house and go somewhere to do something, because every other job I've ever done has always just been telecommute based. I've just...
Gotcha. Well, that's great though, because like now you get out more and you meet new people.
Oh yeah, I love it. I'd much rather be out filming than be stuck behind my computer.
Just do it from there. Oh, dude, this is so nice.
It's so good.
Wait, I need to put the windows down.
See, but the rev limiter hits it at 4K and it just doesn't...
You know what? It looks like it redlines at almost 7,000. So put in sport.
Yep, it's all in... Everything's in sport.
All right, switching seats in the R. Yeah, I'm always one to drive with like the paddles.
Yeah, I like the paddles, but then sometimes I just want to like relax and drive, and other times I really want to just have some fun.
Oh man. excited. I love V8s. I love them.
Me too. It sounds so good.
All right, so I like the wheel.
Yeah, I love the wheel, the flat bottom wheel.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I love shifting when the RPMs are high because you can feel it just push you forward.
It's instant torque whenever you put your foot. Oh my god, these brakes.
That's the dangerous part about this car is it just wants to go fast.
Dude, the
it
visibility,
really does.
It looks like a tunnel.
I know.
Out the rear view.
That's why I like all the sensors to let you know when people are around you, because otherwise you're not going to see them. The visibility is not the best.
How tall are you? Like this mirror, all the mirrors are set up the way I would.
I'm like 5'11", 5'11", barely 6 foot, somewhere around there.
Even just rolling on it.
Yep.
It's so nice. It's really smooth, man.
It doesn't matter whether you're at 0 or you're already going 70. The second you apply any sort of pressure on that gas pedal, it just wants to go.
That will never get old.
Nope.
Dude, I'm loving it already, and I haven't even really got on it yet. All right, so I think the paddles are like, I don't think they're magnesium at all.
No, I don't know what they are.
You ever seen like the Huracan paddles, or even
the
better,
ones that like go up to like here?
Yeah, they're huge, man. Yeah, they have like paddle extensions to kind of mimic those.
Never gets old.
It's so fast.
Oh yeah. The 0 to 60 on it's pretty good, and then it's just fun to drive because it's so responsive. If you hit the gas, you're going. If you hit the brakes, you're stopping. If it's really planted, so if you're turning, it's just going where you want.
I agree, man. Oops. Let me just.
Another F-Type.
Is that a V6?
No, that's a V6.
Yeah, V6. How can you tell the front end, like the bumper or something? Or
there was no R emblem.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. Yeah.
Because if there's no R emblem, then it's not the R.
It's so aggressive. Oh man.
I daily drive it like.
It's so cool that you daily it too.
Oh yeah, I don't like having a car that you just. Right. It's like a trophy. Oh, this is my car. I take it once a week somewhere, and then
like
other than that, it sits in the garage.
I don't like those show. Like I can respect show cars, but to have it so clean and have it like be almost like a work of art, but not drive it and enjoy it. Like, yeah, I just drive it to car shows. That's it. Like, dude, I love this thing. I love it a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, it's because it's like it's a Jaguar. It's just a fun car. Like. Jaguar did a very good job with this, other than the Bluetooth.
Just rolling on throttle is just so much fun. I'm not even sure if this is a dual clutch. I'm gonna have to look that up, but
it's not.
It's not?
No, it's not.
Is it CF 8-speed?
Yes. I can't say I've been up in 8th gear very often. I think you have.
Why would you? You ever thought about, are you gonna build the car at all, or are you gonna keep it stock?
There's some stuff I would definitely like to do to it, especially like maybe a wrap, a huge wing. I think a giant wing, like you would see on an NSX, would look really good on this car.
Dude, it's super planted. Oh my god, this is way too fast for the street.
Oh yeah.
Way too fast for the street. Yep. Granted, we're on a one-lane road here, but still. Oh my god, I love this thing.
Yep.
You can hear the supercharger whine as it gets up there.
Hopefully your GoPro's still back there.
Yeah, don't worry about it. How do you not drive with the windows down all the time?
We do. We usually have the windows down.
Good. Oh my god. I'm Try not to get too touchy on the carbon ceramics.
Oh, you're fine.
This is my first time ever in any Jaguar, okay? At all. This is obviously going to blow any other Jaguar I can drive out of the water.
Yep.
Except for maybe the SVR.
Yeah, the SVR.
But that's almost the same thing. Oh man. Honestly though, like when you're just cruising, it feels like a Jag.
Well, and if you now you're really cruising, like you can feel the difference.
Throttle's a lot smooth. Like
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Is that a Rolls?
Yeah, dude, that's nice. Whoa. It feels really smooth without dynamic mode on.
Yep. And then if it push all the way to the front, and that's snow and rain mode. If you go all the way into the top mode, that one, now it's in rain and snow mode. So that's like, it focuses on front wheel drive instead of rear wheel drive. When you have it in sport mode, it does rear wheel like 99% of the time. The only time it doesn't is if you're losing traction, then it does the traction controlled thing.
So this is rear all-wheel drive?
It's all-wheel drive, but
it's rear-wheel drive biased.
They claim that it's like only rear-wheel drive unless you're losing traction.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just leave it in dynamic mode, just as I would if I daily drove it.
Yep. Exactly. Did you make it to 8th gear?
No. You can't even go past 4th, man. It's way too much for the road.
It is. You'd have to, I think it gets up to like 198, so you'd have to have
the speedo goes to 210.
You'd have to track that speedometer.
Yeah, that's cool. It does like odd numbers.
Yeah.
10, 30, 50, 70. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen another car that did that before. Is this a Jaguar thing, or?
I don't know. Like, watch, give it a downshift and then just feather the throttle. No, just keep feathering it. See, you'll get a feel for it. That's how you get it to do the pops. You just feather the throttle.
That's so obnoxious. Yep. I love it. It's so planted though in the turns.
Oh yeah. Like, I don't know how hard it can take turns because I don't normally take turns that hard, but I'm feeling it can take turns pretty hard.
I'm telling you, if we were in the other road,
I'd be holding on to this.
I wouldn't go balls to the wall, but I'd definitely show you what the car can do. Dude, when you push it down, Jesus Christ, it just throws you all the way.
Yep.
This guy looks like he has his brakes on.
You probably scared him. The exhaust was too loud. He thought there was gunshots. He's just like, I'm out of here.
It has like little burbles when you feather it at like lower RPMs. And
just regularly driving it does it pretty often too. It just, you don't get those long rolling pops without actively trying to do it. See, you're getting the hang of it. Like once you hit that sweet spot, then you just feather the throttle and it'll just go for days. And if you're downhill or going straight, it works much better. If you're going uphill, it doesn't like to pop.
I could do this all day.
Oh yeah. It never get, like, it's just so much fun. My wife picked out a good car.
Oh dude, she made a great choice. Honestly, dynamic mode though, like with the dynamic steering and the suspension and everything, it doesn't feel like harsh. Yeah, well, it still feels good.
The way I have it set up, even when it's in the cruising mode, like the supposed cruising mode, the steering wheel's still gonna be tight just because I have that setting like that, because I don't like when the steering wheel's not tight.
Dude, this. Oh my god.
It just wants to go fast.
This is too much car for the street, man.
Garage.
Hey, you wanna go, pal? A little old man in there.
Yeah, we've been too busy with work to even get to a car show, and I don't think I've been to a car show in like a month. It's been way too long.
So I like the interior. I like the fact that you can like adjust the little bolstering with the door switches, the little memory seats, the little coat racks. I would probably actually use that because I don't really wear my blazer in the car at all.
Yeah.
I don't know, the interior is like a nice cockpit, and I love the fact that it has these protruding, like the handlebar over here, and how this kind of comes out. And
I like that. It is like a cockpit. It's like
gives you a place like rest your knee over here too. It's kind of like very driver friendly.
Even the gauges are kind of giant big circles. Like,
I like the gauges, although I feel like every car should kind of migrate towards digital dash.
Yeah.
The digital dash and like the Mustang GTs and the Audis. It's total digital.
This car doesn't have a single no HUD display.
That's all right.
You have any other questions you want to ask before we're back?
This is your personal car, right?
Yes, this is our daily driver, mine and my wife's.
Right, but you guys have a company together.
Yes.
All right, what's that called?
JetMediaProductions.
And you guys shot all the amazing B-roll that you guys saw in the intro here.
Yep, that was a lot of fun.
Dude, I can't wait to see how that comes out.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Eddie's our CEO and main videographer, and he's gonna kill it. He always does.
So what do you guys specialize in? Any sort of specific shoots? Or?
We do basically everything. Commercial advertising, real estate. If it needs video or audio,
you guys got it?
We got it.
Oh yeah.
We like the more stylized and like more fun, like this, like shooting like car stuff and high-end like luxury lifestyle stuff is more fun, but
well, I'm hoping that we can, well, first of all, any of my listings, you guys got it. Like,
I appreciate that.
But the videos were the real skills.
Oh yeah, the video is what we enjoy doing. Videos, the photos are just people. Everyone needs photos. Like, not every house is $1 million house and needs a nice video or a 3D virtual tour.
Right.
Like if someone calls me and is like, I'm selling this house, it's $200,000. Do I, like, what do I need? No, you just need photos. Like, if your house isn't like gonna be at a huge price point and you're not in a huge rush to sell it, all you need is photos. And we're not gonna, and we're not gonna try and like upcharge someone just because we'd make more if they bought the video.
Right.
If they don't need it, they don't need it.
Hopefully we can do some more work in the future with like some supercars and some future exotics, because this is the first like legit supercar on the channel that I did an autocross with a Gallardo once, but that wasn't like a review or anything. It was just straight driving, and I did it. It's like a 3-minute video. So this is like the first actual first actual review.
Yeah, my wife Jamey really wanted to do this part with you and ride along.
Dude, that would have been great.
But she sadly was sick.
I feel like her reaction on camera would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Especially with like the way you drive compared to the way I drive.
This is tame driving. I'm not even joking. This is tame driving for the street. Because there's cars and stuff, and I don't like getting too close to the cars in front of me. Dude, thanks a lot. I appreciate the
anytime, like
the opportunity, man.
Hopefully, someone will see this video and be like, oh, you want to film a video with my Huracan?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna show this to every exotic owner, and hopefully they like what they see.
Yep.
Dude, this car is an absolute. It's an animal, man. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys soon.